Imagine a scene ripped straight from a nightmare. Inky black clouds writhe above, their bellies pregnant with a monstrous fury. A deafening roar fills the air, a sound unlike anything you've ever heard. Then, in the blink of an eye, a swirling vortex descends from the heavens, its funnel a twisting tapestry of wind and debris. Buildings crumble like sand castles, trees are ripped from the ground like weeds, and the very air seems to crackle with raw power. This is the wrath of a tornado, a force of nature so terrifying and destructive that it can leave entire landscapes scarred for generations. These monstrous twisters have plagued the United States for centuries, carving a path of destruction across the heartland. But within this tragic history, some tornadoes stand out, the ones that etch their names into our collective memory as the absolute worst. There are many ways to define a worst tornado. Some leave behind a horrific trail of casualties, earning the title of deadliest. Others, like the Great Plains Twister of 1999, carved a path of devastation across hundreds of miles, becoming the most destructive. Then there are the endurance champions, the longest-lasting tornadoes that terrorize a region for extended periods. But tornadoes aren't just about raw statistics. Some, like the bizarre multiple vortex Joplin tornado of 2011, defy explanation with their unusual characteristics. The science behind these storms, the delicate dance between wind, moisture, and instability that gives birth to a tornado's fury, is a story waiting to be told. This video is your guide on a journey through the annals of these monstrous storms. We'll delve into the science of tornadoes, unraveling the mysteries of their formation and the factors that determine their destructive power. We'll revisit the most devastating tornadoes in U.S. history. From the heart-wrenching tragedy of the Tri-State tornado of 1925 to the awe-inspiring power of the Great Plains Twister. But this isn't just a story of destruction. We'll also explore the remarkable resilience of the human spirit. We'll see how communities rebuild from the ashes, stronger and more prepared than before. The evening of March 18, 1925, began like any other in the Midwestern towns dotting the borders of Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. But as darkness fell, a monstrous storm brewed on the horizon. A swirling vortex of unimaginable power christened the Tri-State tornado. This single tornado, the deadliest in U.S. history, would carve a path of destruction 219 miles long, leaving over 695 people dead and countless more injured. The Tri-State tornado didn't just touch down in one place, it rampaged across 3 states, leaving a trail of obliterated towns and shattered lives in its wake. Imagine entire forests flattened, houses reduced to splinters, and bodies strewn across the ravaged landscape. The town of Ellington, Missouri, was virtually wiped off the map, with a reported 75% of its population killed. Stories of survival emerged from the wreckage, a family huddled in a storm cellar, a young boy thrown from his house and miraculously unharmed. These tales, testaments to the randomness of fate, stand alongside the overwhelming grief for those lost. In the 1920s, weather forecasting was in its infancy. There were no sophisticated radar systems, no real-time warnings to alert communities to the approaching danger. People relied on the sky itself for clues, and on that fateful night, the signs were far too subtle. The lack of a warning system undoubtedly contributed to the horrific death toll. A stark reminder of the advancements made in tornado prediction over the past century. The Tri-State tornado serves as a chilling reminder of nature's raw power. It's a story not just of devastation, but also of the incredible resilience of the human spirit. The communities affected by this tragedy rebuilt, brick by broken brick. A testament to the strength found in the face of unimaginable loss. While the Tri-State tornado holds the tragic record for deadliest single tornado, the Tupelo, Gainesville outbreak of 1936 paints a different picture of deadly tornadoes. This wasn't a single, monstrous twister, but rather a series of devastating tornadoes that ripped across Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia during the night of April 3rd. Unlike the tri-state tornado, the Tupelo, Gainesville storms struck with little warning and during the dead of night. This, coupled with the limited weather forecasting capabilities of the era, likely contributed to the high death toll. Estimates suggest over 240 people lost their lives, a number potentially inflated by factors like the lack of proper medical facilities in rural areas and the difficulty of communication after the storm. The EF5 tornadoes. The Great Natchez tornado in 1840 was a monstrous EF5 tornado that carved a path of destruction through Mississippi, killing an estimated 300 people. Occurring in a pre-modern era with limited documentation, the true scale of the devastation remains shrouded in some mystery. The St. Louis tornado in 1896 ripped through the heart of St. Louis, Missouri, killing over 250 people and injuring thousands more. The widespread devastation spurred advancements in building codes and disaster preparedness in the city. In 2011, the Joplin tornado tore through the city of Joplin, Missouri, leaving a path of destruction 6 miles long. Despite advancements in warning systems, the storm's rapid formation and unusual characteristics resulted in a tragic loss of life, with over 160 deaths reported. These are just a few examples of the deadly tornadoes that have plagued the United States throughout history. Each event serves as a reminder of the power and unpredictability of these storms, and the importance of continued research, prediction, and preparedness measures. The Great Plains Twister of 1999 wasn't the deadliest tornado in U.S. history, but it certainly holds the record for the most monstrous path of destruction. This behemoth, classified as an EF5, carved a path an astounding 318 miles long across Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. Imagine a swath of devastation stretching for hundreds of miles, a testament to the sheer scale and power of this storm. The Great Plains Twister wasn't a fleeting nightmare. It lingered for hours, leaving a trail of obliterated towns and shattered landscapes in its wake. Entire neighborhoods were reduced to rubble, roads were ripped from the ground, and countless lives were tragically cut short. Assessing the damage from such a large-scale event was a monumental task. Traditional methods, relying on on-the-ground surveys, proved inadequate. This event highlighted the need for innovative damage assessment techniques, including the use of aerial photography and satellite imagery. The Great Plains Twister served as a wake-up call for the scientific community and emergency management agencies. The devastation spurred advancements in tornado prediction and warning systems. The event also emphasized the importance of community preparedness drills and public education initiatives. By learning from this tragedy, communities became better equipped to face the threat of future tornadoes. While the Great Plains Twister dominated headlines due to its sheer scale, the Hackensack, Kansas tornado of 2004 stands out for its defiance of prediction. This powerful EF5 tornado, seemingly out of nowhere, slammed into the small town of Hackensack, leaving a path of destruction 2 miles long. The Wichita Falls tornado 1979, this monstrous EF5 tornado carved a 31-mile path through Wichita Falls, Texas, killing over 40 people and injuring thousands more. The storm's unusual characteristics, including a long, rope-like funnel, made it particularly challenging to track and predict. The Moore tornado, another EF5 tornado, devastated the Oklahoma town of Moore. The storm, packing winds exceeding 200 miles per hour, left a path of destruction 17 miles long. Despite advancements in warning systems, the rapid formation and unpredictable path of the Moore tornado resulted in a tragic loss of life, with over 70 deaths reported. In 2007, the Greensburg tornado virtually leveled the small Kansas town of Greensburg. While the official death toll was relatively low at 10, the storm's ferocity and the complete destruction of a community left an indelible mark on American history. However, Greensburg's story also became one of remarkable resilience, with the town rebuilding in a sustainable and environmentally conscious manner. Our journey through the annals of history's worst tornadoes has painted a sobering picture of nature's destructive power. From the unimaginable horror of the tri-state tornado to the record-breaking path of the Great Plains twister, these events serve as stark reminders of the vulnerability of our communities in the face of these monstrous storms. However, this exploration isn't just about dwelling on the past. By learning from these devastating events, we can better prepare for the future. The tri-state tornado, with its lack of warning systems, highlighted the crucial need for advancements in weather forecasting. Today, sophisticated radar technology and real-time warnings give communities precious lead time to seek shelter, significantly reducing the number of casualties. Even as we strive for a future with fewer lives lost to these devastating storms, the recent tornadoes in Oklahoma serve as a somber reminder of the ongoing threat posed by tornadoes. Let this story be a call to action to continue investing in research, preparedness, and community resilience. By working together, we can build a future where even the worst tornadoes leave less destruction in their wake. The science of tornadoes is constantly evolving. While significant strides have been made in prediction and preparedness, there's still much to learn. Researchers are grappling with questions about the potential link between climate change and tornado activity. Understanding these connections is crucial for developing long-term mitigation strategies. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. Like, share and subscribe